Hey there, coin lovers. Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wondered whether your pocket change could hold hidden treasure, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to reveal some of the rarest and most valuable Washington quarters, the kinds of coins that could be worth a small fortune. So, stick around, you won't believe what might be hiding in your collection. Top 1, the 1984 P. Washington Quarter. Let's dive in with one of the most mind-blowing Washington quarters in existence, the 1984 P. Washington Quarter. Now, you might be thinking, 1984? That doesn't sound all that exciting. But trust me, this particular coin has made some serious waves in the collecting world. It's rare, it's valuable, and there's a fascinating story behind it. In 1984, the U.S. Mint struck millions of quarters at its Philadelphia facility. However, only a small number were released in pristine, uncirculated condition. As most of you know, a coin's value is determined by its rarity and condition. The 1984 P quarter stands out because of its low mintage and the specific condition of certain coins, making it one of the most sought-after Washington quarters around. Now, you're probably wondering, what makes this coin worth so much? Well, it all comes down to a minting error. Some of the 1984 P quarters were struck with a unique flaw that makes them stand out. These coins can be valued at around $1,000 if they're in uncirculated condition. Why? Because there was a little hiccup in the minting process. The most notable flaw on these coins is called die deterioration. In simpler terms, the die used to strike the coin wore out faster than expected, causing the design to appear blurry and faded, particularly around the face of George Washington and the lettering. It's like the coin was stamped with a worn-out punch, which makes it look different from your standard 1984 quarter. This subtle flaw actually makes the 1984 P a collector's dream. The coins that have these imperfections are much harder to find, and because of that, they are highly sought after. So, if you happen to have a 1984 P quarter in good condition with those telltale signs of die deterioration, you could be holding on to a coin worth up to $1,000 or more. But here's the kicker, most 1984 P quarters don't have this minting flaw. So, while those with die deterioration can fetch big bucks, the standard 1984 P quarters are still just regular 25-cent coins. But if you find one of the rare misprints, make sure to hang on to it or get it professionally graded, you might have a treasure in your hands. Top 2, the 1974 D. Washington Quarter. Next up, we've got the 1974 D. Washington Quarter. At first glance, it might seem like just another coin from the 70s. But this one? It's not your average quarter. In 1974, the U.S. Mint struck millions of quarters, with some coming from the Denver Mint, that's the D mint mark you'll see on the coin. While most of these quarters are still worth their face value, a small number of 1974 D quarters were struck with some pretty major minting errors that make them incredibly valuable. What kind of errors are we talking about? Well, some of these coins were struck with what's called a double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin wasn't aligned properly, resulting in the design appearing twice, sometimes with an offset that makes parts of the coin look doubled. For example, you might see doubled lettering, or even parts of Washington's face appearing blurry and doubled. This creates a distinctive look that stands out, and collectors go wild for it. Now, not every 1974 D quarter is worth thousands. In fact, most are still just worth 25 cents. But for the ones with the double die error, the value can shoot up to around $2,500. That's right, $2,500 for a single quarter. These error coins are rare, and their value is all about how the minting flaw makes them stand apart from the rest. Collectors hunt these coins down because they're so uncommon. So, if you happen to find one of these rare double die quarters, it might be time to get it checked by a professional. It could be worth a small fortune. Even though the majority of 1974 D quarters don't carry this error, the ones that do are highly prized, making them an exciting find for any collector. Top 3, the 1994 D. Washington Quarter. Now, let's talk about the 1994 D. Washington quarter. You might be thinking, 1994? That's not too long ago. How can it be valuable? Well, let me tell you, this seemingly ordinary quarter has a surprising story and could be worth way more than its face value. The 1994 D. Washington quarter came out during a regular year of production. At first, it seemed like just another coin. But here's where things get interesting. A small number of these coins were struck with an extremely rare minting error, the clipped planchet error. What is a clipped planchet? Well, this happens when the metal blank, or planchet, used to make the coin is cut improperly. Instead of a perfectly round disc, the planchet gets clipped in one spot, resulting in a quarter with a missing section along the edge. Essentially, part of the coin's rim is clipped off before the coin is even struck, creating a quarter with a distorted edge. It's a unique look, and collectors absolutely love it. Now, why is this error so important? Well, it's rare. While millions of 1994 D quarters were struck, only a few of them ended up with this clipped edge. And those rare quarters can be worth up to $1,500. That's a huge difference from the usual 25-cent face value. The reason these clipped planchet quarters are so valuable is that they're part of the charm of coin collecting. Minting errors like this are mistakes made during production, and collectors prize these one-of-a-kind coins. So, if you find a 1994 D quarter with that unique clipped edge, don't just toss it aside, get it checked out. It could be worth a lot more than you think. So, what makes these coins so valuable? In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. Coins like the 1974 D double die, the 1984 P with die deterioration, and the 1994 D with a clipped planchet are rare errors that can make them worth far more than their face value. While most quarters from these years aren't particularly valuable, the ones with these minting errors are true treasures for collectors. It's all about finding those special imperfections, the little details that make a coin stand out from the rest. Whether it's a double die error, die deterioration, or a clipped planchet, these unique features can increase a coin's value dramatically. So, next time you're going through your spare change, take a second to examine each coin carefully. If you spot one of these rare quarters, it could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. And if you're unsure whether you found something special, don't hesitate to get it professionally graded. It could be the start of an exciting new collection. Coins like the 1974 D, 1984 P, and 1994 D Washington quarters are among the rarest and most valuable in the world of coin collecting. Whether it's a double die error, die deterioration, or a clipped planchet, these small imperfections can turn an ordinary quarter into a treasure. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about the value, it's about the history behind each coin. Every coin tells a story, and finding one with a unique error is like uncovering a piece of that story. So keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows? The next rare find might be right in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin collecting tips and treasure hunting adventures. Until next time, treasure hunters, happy collecting.